A girl told me this on a date once, and I didn't even realize it, but she basically handed me the complete playbook. This is what she said, right? Like, oh, usually guys will speak to my friend first and then try to make their way to me and try to introduce themselves to me, and I don't like that because that's indirect. Or sometimes a guy will ask me for my number, and I'll just tell him that I don't give out my number and just give him my Instagram, and I end up not even texting them because I feel like they're like pushovers, right? And they're not direct, and I don't like that. So she just described 99% of you guys. Every single woman that I've been with and that I've successfully picked up has given me little details here and there that has allowed me to craft a method, right, that works 99% of the motherfucking time. Every single other channel that I watch tells you, oh, you just got to be confident, or just fake it till you make it, or do this and do that, or use this certain pickup line. None of that shit is going to help you when you're in the moment and you have to perform. Every other guy that talks to her that doesn't watch this video is going to give her 7 reasons why she should friend zone him or, completely ignore him or shut him down. You are going to give her 0 reasons to do that, and I'm going to show you exactly how. All right, so rule number 1, be a fucking caveman. Be as direct as possible. Be as clear and concise with what your goals are with this woman as possible. Don't beat around the bush. Don't try to be friendly at first and play the friendly game and then try to win her over. Don't do that. Make your intentions so clear from the beginning that it would be retarded for her not to understand what you want. Women see directness, bluntness, and confidence, right? Directness as the sexiest thing in the fucking world, right? It's the simplest thing we could do as men is be direct. But women find it so attractive when you're blunt. So this is what you're going to say. Hey, you come around here often? Cool. Let me take your number so I can take you out sometime. That's it. You say nothing else. Now this is going to be your opening, right? But your opening doesn't dictate how the next 10 seconds go. What you do in the next 10 seconds is the most important part of this whole thing. Rule number 2, the hurdle test. So what she's going to do is she is probably going to say, I don't give out my number to strangers. Completely fine, right? So she might ask for you to take her Instagram or follow her on her Instagram or her socials or whatever the fuck she wants. So if and when she tells you, oh, I don't give out my number to strangers, you're going to push back in a friendly and playful, flirty way. You're not going to be mean or, oh, fuck you, bitch. You're not going to do that. What you do is like, oh, you don't want to give me a number? All right, whatever. It's fine. Have a good day. And then you pretend to walk away, right? You start walking away. 99% of the time, she's going to be like, fine, I'll give it to you, whatever. Because the whole time what they're doing is they're testing you to see if you're man enough to where you will not accept an Instagram. You will only accept what you came and asked for, a number. That is the first test that a woman gives you when she sees you. And if you fail the first test, she's not going to take you serious. She's not going to be attracted to you. And she's not going to see you as a man. All right, so she gives it up, right? Now, most guys fumble this and they'll just take the number and kind of do like an awkward thing. So it is very important that you do rule number 3. You tease her a little bit, right? So when she gives you her number, you have a quick little playful banter, like, oh, you usually don't give out your number, but you did for me, didn't you? So you kind of play with her a little bit. You kind of let her know that, yes, I did approach you and I see you as attractive, but, you tease her a little bit and you knock her down a peg in order to bring her down to your level. Now, it's very important that you do this part when she gives you her number because this will equal the playing field from now on. So you've got the phone number, but that's not even close to being the hardest part of this whole fucking thing. Here's where 90% of you fuck this up. Do not immediately text her, right? At least pretend that you have a life. Do not immediately text her, oh, it was really nice to meet you. Don't do that. If you got the phone number during the day, make sure that you wait till it's at least nighttime, at least 10, 11, 12, right? Right before you go to sleep to text her, be like, oh, it was nice to meet you. We'll talk tomorrow. That's it. Simple text. And actually try to text her either in the afternoon or at night. It doesn't matter when you got the phone number, because if you text her in the morning or in the middle of the day, she's not going to be able to give you 100%, right? And when you're speaking to a woman through text, you want her 100% attention. So like the crazy thing is like a lot of women will be like, oh, I hate guys who don't text right away or show no interest. But then on the freaking date, they're telling me that, oh, so you're very busy, right? Like, you must be very busy. And, because you didn't text me right away. So I was, I was starting to get worried. I was like, oh, is he going to talk to me? Like, they mention it as a bad thing. But for those of us that know, a girl complaining about you not texting her or this, at least in the beginning, is a good sign, because it shows that she wants you. Okay, so you're finally texting. Now, the big question that a lot of guys have is, what the fuck do you even say? Like, what do I tell this girl, right? How do I keep the same energy that I had when I met her or when I approached? How do I keep the same energy throughout the time until we go on the date? How do I do this? Rule number 5, text as least as possible. The only thing that you should be doing on text is planning the date, right? And the planification of the date is 100% on you as the man, right? You got to be like 7 p.m. Monday, we're going wine tasting, yes or no. That's it. Share the least amount of information possible that gets you the outcome that you want. That is rule number 5, all right? Women should be wondering if you're mad at them through text, right? All right, so you texted her the right things, you set up the date, and she says yes. Now it's time to meet face to face. This is where everything comes together. This is going to be rule number 6, the date frame, right? You want to make sure you have the date frame set up. What is the date frame? So the frame of mind that you have to put yourself in, at least for the first date, is think about a girl that you were not very attracted to, right? Maybe a 5 or a 6, she, whatever looking. And now imagine that you and her slept together many times, right? So you're very comfortable with this girl. Think about how you act with this woman. You're not out here asking her questions of what she's doing or this and that. Like, you're making assumptions. You're flirtatious, right? You're looking at her dead in her eyes, and you make fun of her a little bit, right? You nag her a little bit. Not nagging, but like a little jab here and there, right? You have full and total control of the outcome, and she senses that. It's not hard to make a girl laugh by being a goofball, right? You could act like an idiot on a date and she will laugh, fine. But it's hard to hold frame and be in that masculine, seductive frame that really turns women on. That's hard. That's harder to do, because you have to sit there, be nonchalant, laid back, cool, unworried, unbothered, but still charming, right? Charming. A little bit of cockiness, a little bit of charm, but laid back. Think about like a Leclerc, right? Think about the F1 driver. He has like a chill, cool demeanor, a cool vibe, right? Think about Thomas Shelby, right? Think about Patrick Bateman. Maybe not Patrick Bateman, but think about, Batman. Think about Twilight, the guy from fucking Twilight. Think about Damon Salvatore, right? That's a very good one. He has a very chill demeanor about him. That's a good demeanor that you can encompass. All right, so you went on the date. You did everything right, and the date is going perfectly fucking fine, right? It's going amazing. Best fucking date ever, right? There is a huge mistake that every single guy does that is going to get the momentum from the date and completely fucking slam it on its head and kill it, right? And this is what you do to avoid that. Rule number 7, the once a week rule, right? You want to stay a mystery. You are going to see her once a week and no more than that. I've got girls that are 100% into me, and I keep them at once a week, and they stay that way, right? They stay at 100% interest. If you see women too often, they're going to start finding reasons to not like you anymore. And I'm telling you, this happens all the time. The more information she gathers on you, the more she can make an inference about you and decide she doesn't like you. So keep it to once a week. That one day, you're going to make it the best day of her life. You're going to be the most charming, the best in bed. You're going to show her the time of her life. But outside of that, you're going to keep the conversation minimal, right? At least in the beginning stages of this talking stage. So what's going to happen is she's going to build a mental image of a greater man than you actually are. So always remember, keep it to once a week for every single girl. You want to keep the sexual time to a maximum and the goofiness and the play around and all that shit to a minimum, right? You're going to be in your masculine frame and you're going to make her feel like a giggly little girl. Because you got to remember, it's not about her, right? It's about the value. The second that something becomes too fucking available, it's no longer valuable. So always make sure scarcity is the most important thing when it comes to actually dating women. So make sure you see them once a week. So you remember that girl from the start, the same one that told me, oh, I feel like guys are pushovers or they're indirect. This is not just one girl. It's a lot of girls that tell me the same thing. They tell me that guys aren't direct anymore. Guys don't even approach in person anymore. Guys don't ask for what they want. They want dominant men that know what they want and will do anything to get it. Like, honestly, none of this is about doing tricks or manipulating women, right? It's about being a man that she cannot disqualify. That's the most important thing. You're direct, you're scarce, and you're unbothered. That's it. I'm just teaching you how to do these things. For every single video, I make a complete data sheet that has the exact steps that you have to take and different scenarios and different things for you to use. Click the link in the bio and I'll send it to you for free. It's completely free.